Hi Fluval fans, it's Sunday morning, and you know what that means, water change day. As you can see, we are emptying the water here, and we are just about at halfway, which is the stopping point. Some people will change a quarter of the water in their tank, which is great. I like to do halfway because my fish is especially dirty. Puff is a Fahaka puffer, and he makes such a mess when he eats. Right now, he's about 11 inches long, and he eats quite a bit. He's a dirty guy. I have two filters on my tank, a Fluval 307 and a Fluval 407. That keeps my water nice and clean. I also have the new UVC sterilizer, which really helps too. Today, we're going to clean my 407. I like to clean my filters once a month. I do one month and one the other month. You want to keep that good bacteria in the tank to keep it nice and cycled. We're going to start by taking off the top. Super easy with these clamps here. You can see that I have undone the aqua stop. That's just to take my filter off. And so once we take the filter head off, very important to clean the impeller. It's this little guy that keeps the filter going, so you want to make sure that there's no dirt and debris. I just rinse him under the tap of the bath. My tank is heavily planted, so you can see that I get all these little plant pieces stuck in my sponges there. That's thanks to Puff. He likes to take chunks out of my plants with his teeth. They get picked up by the skimmer, and some pieces make it to the filter. Very important not to rinse your Biomax with tap water, because all of the good bacteria are surface-dwelling bacteria, and they're going to live in the porous little holes of these Biomax rocks. So I take them, I set them aside. Usually what I'll do is I'll rinse them with a bit of aquarium water coming from my hose, but I've stopped the suction so far. The sponges, on the other hand, you can rinse with tap water because you're still keeping all that good bacteria there, and like I said, I have another filter going at the same time too for my good nitrifying bacteria. This is my assistant Clarence. He always comes to help, but honestly, he's more of a pain than anything. Now that my sponges are nice and clean, I'm going to put everything back in. Slides very nicely. My assistant is here waiting for me. We're going to reconnect my filter. It may be hard to see because of all the wires, but I've got a pretty good setup here. I'm going to just plug my AquaStop pump right back into my filter. I've got my trusty Fluval microfiber towel too to pick up any messes. Here we go. So I've connected my AquaStop back to my filter. I'm going to let the water flow in. Nothing is plugged in yet because we have not filled up our tank yet. I like to label my electrical outlets there just so I know which is which. It makes everything a lot easier, a lot more organized. Now it's time to fill my tank back up. I'm going to connect my AquaStop hose. Make sure it's nice and tight. We don't want any leaks. And then I'm going to turn on the water. Again, you want to make sure that the temperature is roughly the same as the temperature in your aquarium, as close as possible to not stress out your fish. I have Clarence keeping an eye for me on the water level. I've got my trusty trio here, my waste control, my cycle, and my Aqua Plus. As we learned from my last video, one pump is equivalent to 5 milliliters of Aqua Plus. Because the other water was already treated, we're only going to dose for the new water that's added. So I'm adding about 35 gallons, 37.5 gallons of water to this tank, so we're going to dose accordingly. Because I have quite a large tank, it takes some time to fill up. So in the meantime, we can do other things, like give Sydney a bath. You can also water your plants while your tank is filling up. I like to save some water from my tank and use it to water my plants. If you're looking for a good light for your plants too, the Aqua Sky or the Fluval plant lights work wonders. Now that my bird is bathed, my plants are watered, and my tank is full, we're going to start this baby up. You want to give your filter a few pumps to get all of those air bubbles out. there we go. We have one nice clean tank. One happy slimy guy. Thanks, Fluval fans!